When we say we do every single villain, we mean it. But yeah, you're going, Dumbo has villains? I was thinking the same thing. I was almost thinking about planning on skipping this movie entirely. But then, when I watched it a third time to see if Dumbo had villains or not, this clip showed up. Dumbo got vengeance. See what he did to the Ringmaster? See what he did with those clowns? See what he did to the matriarch and the elephants? So yeah, Dumbo has villains. Who knew? Hello, and welcome to this part of the pond, where it's the Bullfrog and the one, the only, Newt.
Face reveal at 100,000 subscribers.
Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of what the heck are we doing. We are going to analyze from the movie Dumbo? The Ringmaster? Yes, and before we go a little bit farther, we need to talk a bit more about what we're doing. What is the formula? Well, unless you're new, we're going to go brief and easy. If you want more detail, go to here. And the brief and easy of it is the formula has two parts: the mathematical side and the essay side. And the mathematical seems kind of obvious, and we're going to begin here. With the Ringmaster from Dumbo. I find it really weird that we're doing this. But hey, we gotta do it. And of course, we're going through design. And let's face it, his design is kind of like me. A little plump. Thankfully, he's a bit more plump than me. And he's a German. And this movie was released when? I don't think this is German as a sense of that German. I think it's a German for the sense of the German before that. In the sense what Disney was going for. And we're gonna go with that. Yay! Though his colors are yellow, red, and white. But there's no black! He has a little undershirt underneath, and that is stripes of purple and blue. So this German isn't pro-Nazism. Though his colors may seem a little bit too close. He's a good German. There's a lot of good Germans. I'm next door neighbors to good Germans. Germans, jawohl! So his design is very simple and plump and not that much eye-catching, but in the sense of calming. He is played by Herman Bing. And again, he has that German accent. He's pretty funny. And he has that little small slapstick comedic bit about him, where his thing always hits him in the face. And this guy isn't that prominent in design. So who's going to be surprised if anyone in Dumbo is going to get as high as a 1?
Now this may hurt a lot. What am I saying, May?
And after design, we go into presence. And to be frank, out of anyone in Dumbo, he is not as big. Hilariously, the best time when he has presence is before the song Casey Jr. What do you mean by that? Well, I mean, you see everyone in the circus loading on the train and everything's being built up. And then he goes, all aboard, all aboard. But you see that and you go, he's more captivated on screen. And when he's on the parade, he's not as prominent in your memory because the parade is there and he just leads it and the parade itself steals his presence. When he locks up Dumbo's mom, there's some presence, but it's more owned to the circus workers than him. And in presents, before we finish, we have to go into the times. Yes, I am timing each and every villain when they're on screen. And for this, we have to go to our handy dandy notebook. And for the Ringmaster, he was on 4 minutes and 37 seconds. And for his henchmen, the clowns, we'll get more to that later, I actually timed them at 3 minutes and 58 seconds. The clowns were more of a part of the circus, and he owns the circus. He is the circus. To a weak point. But still, so they're their times. He has very little presence. The best time he has presence is when he says a few words, and that's it. The rest of the movie, he's kind of not there. There's no oomph to him. There was no at all. So this was no, it was just a, so presence is a 1.
Now this may hurt a lot. What am I saying, May?
But now we get into power. And in power, he controls the paycheck. He's in charge of a circus. And back in the day, circuses were huge.
Joe, the event that the kids and the grown-ups have been waiting for months.
He has the power of the paycheck. He pays his henchmen. And yes, we see them in circus workers and clowns. So yeah. And also he has hands and a whip. Okay, there is some power, but not that much. You're getting another 1.
Now this may hurt a lot. What am I saying, May?
Ow. Hope your cheeks are feeling good after that. Ooh. If this is keeping up, man, you could be the next Rano. Or Ronan. That guy from Bambi, anyway. So, we have one more round left. And that is henchmen. And yes, this guy does have henchmen. We see it when they lock up Dumbo's mom. So we have that. Also, the clowns. Now, I know that the clowns may seem like they could be their own villain. They were almost there. I admit it. But the clowns admit one thing.
Let's go tell the boss. Hey, let's hit him for a raise.
Yeah, sure. This is what real dough.
A henchman always answers to the boss. They can be independent. We actually want some independence from our villain's henchmen. We want some spark of it, but at the same time, loyalty and doing your job is the most important piece. And guess what? The clowns do their job. They make Dumbo into a clown. And the clowns are also unique in their way. It's not that they don't neglect Dumbo, but they also have very little respect for Dumbo. Almost the entire crowd doesn't really understand what it means to actually take care of an elephant. One guy does.
Hey, be careful. You'll hurt the little guy.
Oh, go on. Elephants ain't got no feelings. No, they're made of rubber.
They fulfill their job. They do what they are told. They're loyal, but also they show some independence because they came up with the idea and the boss stuck with it. So, yeah. The Ringmaster henchman, I give it 3. Now we get to the essay side, the acts of villain. What is it that the Ringmaster does that is so villainous? You will be surprised. Because this villain actually shows that he's a villain in being naive and neglectful and stupid. He has no guardrails. He has no security. If he had just those 2 things, this movie wouldn't happen. When everyone is going visiting the animals, the zoo part of the circus, and those boys are around picking on Dumbo, that would have been averted if he had a better guardrail and if he had security. If there was security there, those kids wouldn't have picked on Dumbo. That was neglectful and stupid, my friend. Yeah. So what else do you do that is neglectfully stupid? You don't rehearse. This is probably one of the worst things he's done. Really bad. Because when he gets the idea of a pyramid of elephants on top of a ball and letting Dumbo go through it, he didn't rehearse. Here's a little clip to help you understand this was the first time.
All right, now show me just how you're gonna do it. That's it. Attaboy, that's the stuff. Come on. Oh, Dumbo. Oh, those ears.
They would realize Dumbo would be tripping on his ears. It would be the circus, not Timothy Mouse. That would be noticing Dumbo would trip on his ears. If they didn't do that, part of that movie would have been averted. Dumbo would have been thrown into the clowns. This man is an idiot. He doesn't rehearse. Who doesn't rehearse? So suddenly the Ringmaster is looking pretty stupid. Almost a little bit more than you realized. And it's going again with something even more prominent. The 1,000-foot drop. His henchmen, the clowns, came up with this idea. The clowns, they like Dumbo. They do a cheers for Dumbo. But did they ever put into consideration what this could do if the Dumbo couldn't have flown? 1,000 feet into a pool of water for a baby elephant? I can think of one thing that's going to lead to. Yeah, this could have been deadly. If Dumbo couldn't have flown, yes, this is a Disney movie. It's not like they can go dark or anything, right? 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 The guy is neglectful. The guy is an idiot. And not to mention the acts of villainy, he is responsible for this. This guy, he's being responsible for one of the most tear-jerking things. Me and one of my brothers fully agree that that is one of, if not the saddest moment in Disney history. Yeah, you could try to top off with parents dying, but yet at the same time, what's worse is not a parent's death is horrible. I am not going to try to let that out. But remember, there are things worse than death. Your mother, the woman that knows you, the woman that loves you, cannot touch you with her hands. Yes, Dumbo's mom has a trunk, so she has that. But yet, at the same time, she can only do so much. She has that beautiful emotional moment. What is worse than killing a parent? Locking up the parent and preventing her to hold her child. Forcing the child to cry because they can't be with mom. That is horrible. And the fact that this is Dumbo makes it worse. I'm sorry, look at Dumbo's big eyes. Look at that beautiful face, and look at those ears. Aren't they just adorable? Dumbo is a movie about innocence and what innocence can learn. And taking the symbol of innocence and just making it cry, that is close to heartless. Of course, in the end, Dumbo flies and he's helping the circus, and the circus gives him his private caboose at the end, so ka-ching! You may have got repentance at the end, but at the same time, you removed a parent and a child from each other. You put the child in a neglectful group, and that group got that child drunk. But at that same time, you kept the parent and child still close. You didn't fully separate them. They could still interact with each other. So there's that. Just get yourself a guard. And while you're at it, handrails or something. Most importantly, rehearse. The Ringmaster of Dumbo. A high green. Who knew? Now, let's get to the other side. And on these guys, let's be frank, they're dirt. They're unique in the sense that they're annoying. His design is not as memorable, but yet the color of the blue-red jacket and the striped shirt and beanie. As we can see, this little bimbo of a Dumbo isn't that much of a go-blow.
Look at his ears.
You're the one that shouldn't be talking, bro. Arthur, do me a favor.
Oh, shut up.
Thank you. So his design is 1.
Now, this may hurt a lot. What am I saying, May?
For your presents, you have this. I almost feel like this is something you want. I'm going to be saying about you in your deathbed. And we shall all know you as this. I hope you're happy. He has nothing. The guy's grasping at straws. He's just, ugh. You're annoying and a jerk. And before we can rate your number on presents, we have to check your numbers. So that we have to go back to our handy dandy notebook. Oh my gosh, one of these days I'm going to open on the right page. I can't read my own handwriting sometimes. I think 38 seconds, estimated. So your presence is a 1.
Now, this may hurt a lot. What am I saying, May?
And now we get to power. Your only power is 2 things. You have thumbs, which lets you go over the rope and bother Dumbo, you jerk. And with thumbs, you can hold on Dumbo's ear and below, you jerk. And also, you can just have your jacket where you can do that thing again. This guy's just annoying me. This is not the little kid that's following you around as a kid going, hey, I want to be with you. He's not like that. This is the guy's like, he has snot going down his face. He's just, he doesn't even know. He's like, hi, I just, here, hold on. Here it is. I got me a Ken Griffey Jr. baseball card. I really think you want this. You have snot all over that. It's not snot. No. It's good. You want this, don't you? Get out of my house. That's what this little kid is. That's what's been bothering me about him. He's that snotty little kid who doesn't even know or care about it, and he's doing a Ken Griffey Jr. card. Gosh dang it, what's with you, kid? Your power is being annoying. That's your greatest power. And it's something we all want to forget. And to be honest, I want little Vicky to do this for you. So, you're a 1.
Now, this may hurt a lot. What am I saying, May?
Oh, that just feels good, doesn't it? See that little jerk just get it. And now we have to go to acts of villainy. And for your acts of villainy, you climbed over a rope and blew in Dumbo's ear. But also you're being annoying to begin with the shirt gag. And you think that may be it, and it kind of is, but at the same time, he's the first domino. If he would just let Dumbo be, Dumbo's mom would have gone pissed off. Of course, if there was a staff in the circus, he would have been stopped. If he would have been stopped, the first domino wouldn't have happened, and Dumbo wouldn't have had his big grand adventure. So there is that. But again, being the first domino does do something, but at the same time, he doesn't linger longer. And thank goodness for that, that snot-nosed brat. So, your acts of villainy is giving you your green, low green. Do me a big favor and throw Arthur at him again.
Oh, shut up.
It just feels good. For the sake of just sanity, let's have Arthur do that to Dolores Umbridge.
Oh, shut up.
Good. And while you're at it, do it to Ramsay Bolton.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, this is the Bullfrog and the Newt just enjoying some editing, but it's obvious where this is going. So, until next time, it's the Bullfrog and the Newt signing out. Sorry, that kid just annoys me and brings that image of a ruined King Griffey Jr. rookie card. Where's my little brother?